offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
To the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Down by Kyle Fuller. A 4-yard pickup on
Prescott now.
First down.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Complete to a
good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
On 1st down. It's Elliott. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
22 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Cowboys 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
At the 45-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
Fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Greg Zuerlein lining up.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. This is Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Tariq Cohen.
Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
39-yard line.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Bears. First and 10.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's now third down.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Alert
3. Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Defense, let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now this throw caught left side. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, This is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Bears.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at
officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Carolina.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 62 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Bears nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Montgomery. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
36-yard line.
On first down, Montgomery. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 7, Bears nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And another juke. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 61 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Bears nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Jermaine Carter on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44.
From the 44. Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 21, Bears nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and with what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Trubisky on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Bears. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen.
Trubisky's pass.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Trubisky to throw again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 16-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to, and I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen there to make the grab. And the Bears get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Panthers 21, Bears 7.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
56, Mike.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
Down and goal to go.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they'll run the option right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and so when these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders, and that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Skrine. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 39 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos now to add the PAT. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown,
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
34-yard line.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
The Panther first down.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. 30. NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It was Marcel Harris out of Florida making the tackle that time. It's now the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, check, 59.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, the more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. I got it.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
49er.
Here's Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Bears nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Trubisky's pass.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Bears nothing. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Trubisky's pass.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 29-yard line.
And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And this is 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Trubisky's pass.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
15. And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky to Allen Robinson. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I got this.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, gun.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own,
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
59 mark, check, 59.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
38-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. 21. On play action, now Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another 49.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 3-yard line.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Niner. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Bears.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Trubisky.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch 36. 36 tonight. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
To George Kittle.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches.
Less than a yard.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now goal for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Niners 31, Bears 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Niners 38, Bears 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Get that quarterback!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. It was something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Jaquaski Tart.
Good call, baby.
Trubisky's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
The tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Lorenzo Carter.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Bears.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Bears nothing. Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
32, David.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Trubisky. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears 16.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay,
extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
To kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Giants 28, Bears nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards, the pickup there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Soldier Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. But you often say that sort of opens the play. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 38, Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
41-yard line.
Now Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. picked off at the 28. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
40-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that postgame. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Bears nothing. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
a shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up
second and 5 now. Garoppolo, screenplay, McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line for him.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it?
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
Allen Robinson.
36 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
46-yard line.
Mike, here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
8 yards on
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
40-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Check. Cross. Check out three. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Under 10. Go ahead.
It's Coleman here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Bears 7. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky.
And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
49ers.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the Bears' 12-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's... It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
The kickoff for Chicago.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had sent